Hi guys, Josh and Steve here from South PT Academy. So we're doing our weekly Q&A session, and today's question from one of the group is, how do you know your PT is legit? So this comes down to two elements really. So as a PT, your clients might ask if you're going to be certified or qualified, which, to be honest, in 10 years I don't think I've ever had anyone ask me if I'm qualified.
No, I agree.
But you made a good point earlier that there's a lot of people throwing their money away.
Yeah.
With people that aren't qualified, you know, just if someone's a bro or they're in good shape, doesn't mean they're going to be a good PT or even a qualified PT. And we are seeing more and more personal trainers that aren't qualified, that are training clients, you know, taking the cash and then not delivering a service or even delivering anything. Like, you made a good point earlier about you saying about the electricians and stuff.
Yeah, it just kind of dawned on me, funny enough, the other day, like obviously when I was reading over the questions that we were going to be talking about, that it is one of these industries that for some reason we don't seem to ask for certificates, either obviously as a client or as a PT. And to me it seems like it's something we should have with us. I mean, you don't call them, like as you just said, you don't call an electrician and not want to see any kind of ID off from them or any kind of other business really. And yet we seem to be an industry where we don't seem to want to see these certificates. And obviously from a client's point of view, that baffles me even more, that people are just signing up with anyone posting on Facebook, oh, you know, I've got this offer on. They go and sign up and they don't actually want to see or even need to see if these people are legit. And that just kind of baffles me really, that it's something that kind of occurs. And yeah, people do throw their money away. You know, you end up with a bad PT, you know, either not turning up or they're just terrible at what they do and you're not achieving results. And yeah, it seems to me that it's something that should be looked upon in the industry, and you as PT should have a copy of your certificate with you at all times, even if it's just on your phone or on a tablet or even just like a paper copy that you printed out. I wouldn't say carry the legit one around with you, you know, if it gets damaged or anything like that. It's
on a lanyard or a bum bag.
That's exactly it. And but yeah, I just think when you sit down to do your initial consultation with a client, from your point of view, it looks better for you when you open up all your documents, your PARQs, everything like that, and you've got your certificates there as well, and just say, if you want to have a quick look, here's my certificates. And I just think it should be done.
As well, with PT, it's difficult because with an let's say for example with a mechanic, if you have a mechanic that isn't legit, that fixes your car, worst case, it's pretty bad. It could blow up, or it could break down, or you know, you might have to get it refixed in a month, a week, a couple of days, you know. Worst case, your machine is broken. If you're a personal trainer and you haven't got a clue and you're training people and you're not legitimate, or let's say, you know, from the client's point of view, if you're getting trained by a trainer that's not legitimate, then the worst case scenario is you're dead. Pretty much.
Worst case, yeah.
You know, if you had a PT that hadn't been trained to recognise the limits of a customer, or didn't recognise the signs and symptoms of maybe someone that was being pushed a little bit too far, worst case scenario, you've just killed someone. And I don't think I can live with that on my conscience, you know.
No. Even like permanent injury, I mean, it's something that you then have got to live with for the rest of your life because of a PT that wasn't qualified, all in my opinion, because you didn't say, can I have a look at your certificates? Just one question could have prevented all of that from happening. And yeah, I just think as a PT, it makes sense for you to print a copy out or take a photo and just have a copy with you at all times.
And to be honest, like I've said, I've never been asked for my PT qualifications unless it's been to tutor PT courses. By clients, I've never been asked once in 10 years. And I think as well, if you are a PT watching this and you are not qualified, then come and see us. You know, we can help you get qualified fast with, you know, online training, home training. Come do the full-time course if you want. But I think if you're a PT training someone and you're not qualified, then you owe it to your clients and also to yourself ethically and morally to get qualified, because I just think, really, you're taking liberties. That's the way I would say it.
Because let's just look at it from one more point of view. If you don't have your certificates, for example, or a PT out there doesn't have certificates and is training someone, there is zero way that person has got insurance as well. So if anything does go wrong, you've got nothing to back you up as a client or a trainer, whatever it is. It just seems to me that everyone should be asking that question.
Nice. I think that's it for today. But we'll see you next time. As always, or if you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and comment on the bottom. If you're watching this on Facebook, feel free to comment, share, drop us a message. And again, if you have any questions that you want us to answer, either from a client's point of view or a personal trainer's point of view, let us know in the comments and then we'll do our best to film it for you.
Cool.
Thank you very much.